Constitutional Amendment, Amendment 2. We have an Iowa law, 29a.31. This is copy-pasted directly from the Iowa Code. Today I'm just here to make awareness and to gain some support in the concept that this Iowa law contradicts this U.S. constitutional amendment. What I would like to do is start a process to take this to the Iowa Supreme Court and get it overturned. That is one of the processes. I imagine the other would be taking it to the Iowa legislation to get it repealed. I believe that the more efficient process would be through the Supreme Court because it is an unconstitutional law. Yes, John?
People in the back probably can't read it.
Okay. This one down here?
Can you see it in the back, okay? No?
Okay, well, let's pull it down real quick and I'll just start reading the top.
Read it out loud.
Iowa Law 29a.31. It shall be unlawful for any person to form a military organization within the limits of this state without the written permission of the governor, which the governor may at any time revoke, but this provision shall not prevent civic, social, or benevolent organizations from wearing uniforms and equipment not in conflict with the other provisions of this chapter. Second Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Iowa Constitution, House Resolution 2009. Right to keep and bear arms, Section 1A, the right of the, it's not 5 people, but the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. In my opinion, this here says that we need to be allowed to have our own militias if we want to. And this says that that is illegal. 34 other states do have laws similar to this. Yes?
I've got the Speaker of the House lives about 3 blocks from me. Why can't we talk with him?
We certainly can. Like I said, there's 2
I mean, I know there's a grindstall in the Senate that we want to get rid of, but...
Right. There are 2 paths. There is the judiciary path and the legislative path, either getting it repealed in the legislation or overturned in the judiciary. And like I said, one of the things is I want to gain some input and advice on the path, but I want this off the books.
I see that this provision grants a lot of power to the governor. And do you know what the practice has been in other states with militias? How have they functioned? Is there any particular relationship to the governor, or is this just kind of a specific provision?
There are 34 other states that the password is respect with a capital R. But the 34 other states that have laws similar to this, I've looked at a couple of them. Some of them specifically say the word paramilitary. And they are aimed at, I've got Mary and Bill and John and Joe and Garth, and we're going to get together and we're going to give each other ranks and we're going to drill, and just in case, you know, we want to practice this Second Amendment, because in my opinion this is for the event of, or Thomas Jefferson meant it for, you know, revolting against a tyrannical government. Okay, maybe we want to practice this. Well, this doesn't allow us to do that.
So if 5
Unless the
people...
governor says we can.
If 5 people had an NRA meeting, they could say you're illegal?
No, that's not what this
Assuming that we wear uniforms and assign ranks.
Okay.
Yes.
So how should a militia function in a state? It's not something we really see in day-to-day life, but it gives me a conceptual idea. How does it function?
Kansas has a group called the Great Plains First Riflemen, and they meet. They are not involved with the state guard. They are not involved with the federal military, but they practice and drill and train as a military-type organization.
One more minute.
John?
Yeah, as I say, technically, every male, 14 to 62 is a member of the militia. That's what it was designed as. But the militia, okay, the U.S. military protects the nation, the National Guard protects the state, the militia protects the people from the state and the federal government. That's the purpose of the militia.
Yes?
Well, the way I'm interpreting this is that you think that any person or any group should be able to start their own military group. And what does that mean? That you
I think you're gonna have a civil war.
store up weapons and you hold for defense and just like the other military?
That's the way it was done in the 1770s and the 1780s and such, 1760s.
And you want that to be
I'm running out of time. Let me give my, I'm sorry?
You want that to be legal, that any person or any group in the state can have their own.
We can follow up with questions for Greg.
What I want is I want this law off the books, is what I want. Let me give you my email address, and I can give you my phone number to people who approach me and request it. My email address is gregory.hood@live.com. Certainly, like I said, I want all ends of the spectrum of whether you agree or disagree and why. But my goal is getting this off the books because, in my opinion, it conflicts with this. Okay? Thank you.
Okay, next up.